Hey Tabs, there's still a chance for September action. How's the week been, and how's the preparations?
Yeah, it's been unusual in the sense that we've returned from Queensland and we're in a quarantine zone at the moment. But we've been experienced at that in the last year. We've had a number of these situations, so guys might be limited to what they can do with their normal preparation, but it doesn't get in the way. When we're at the club, we're training. We got a good training session in yesterday. And we've got our eyes solely focused on Richmond this week.
How's your body, mate?
Yeah, it's going well. It's good to be back out there. With the circumstances last week, I may have played a little bit more minutes than I probably would have had to, with Josh coming out pretty late. But, I'm feeling pretty good. I'll feel better every week. I think I played about 30 minutes of footy within the space of about 2 months with sort of consecutive injuries. So it was a lot of footy that I missed, but I'm confident I can play a role these last 3 or 4 games.
Can I just ask, last week, leading into the weekend, there was a bit of speculation, that whether you were going to play AFL or WAFL, and one of J-Lo's comments was he needs confidence in his craft. Did you lose a bit of confidence because you've had such a disrupted season? And what did he mean by that?
I think he meant, I think it's the same with most forwards, is that when you spend a bit of time out of the game, it can take often like a week or two just to pick up the flight of the football and stuff like that. So, I guess there was a question on volume and that footy craft stuff, which I was happy either way. But given the circumstances, I was called upon to play. But I did plenty of work while I was injured. I was limited physically, but try to get as much touch in and stuff like that. But I was confident. I was playing some really good football before my injury. I was confident I could make an impact somewhat.
Could I ask, Freo fans are desperate for, a forward, and you're there and you just unfortunately can't get heaps of games together. What about your frustrations of just not being able to just go, righto, I'm playing every game for a whole season to show my worth? Every time you seem like you're on the verge of taking that next big step, you're cruelled by an injury.
Yeah, I think definitely frustrating at times, but that's footy. There's guys who've had much worse luck than me, like Alex Pearce comes to mind, and he's persevered, and I'm confident that I can sort of overcome these sort of issues. And when I'm not there, we've got really good support in Rory and Josh, who have played a role. So we're not just, we've got a lot of weapons up in our forward line who can all sort of play a role. I think our small forwards are really dangerous when given opportunities. So, it's not all or nothing if one of us goes down. We've had, a pretty bad run of injuries at times this year, and we'll be without a skipper this year, but I think all the guys are really motivated. Finals is well and truly on the cards if we can string a few wins together. So we're, as I said, we're really focused on Richmond this week.
Last one from me. What have you made of the big cyclone there? We got a bit of a taste of him early, and it seemed like he was just off the pace a little bit. But since his return after being dropped, he's been very physical and adds a lot of life to that forward line.
Yeah, you're referring to Josh?
Josh,
Josh Tracy. Yeah. He's been great. I think coming in as a forward, he's a ready-made sort of player in terms of his physique. He's a strong kid for a 18, 19-year-old. So you can see, I think, early in the season, as soon as he started getting more games into him, he looked more and more confident. It was really unfortunate. He was pretty crook going into the game on the weekend and had to pull out late. It was a last-minute decision. He makes our life a lot easier up forward, being a tall forward, and he definitely takes some of the pressure off with his contest and follow-up. So really excited with his future, and I think he can play a big part for the rest of the season as well.
Anna from Seven. Sorry, we've had technical issues. Matt, have you heard from Rory Lobb about how he's doing and, his future at Fremantle?
Yeah, well, he's just gone in for surgery and nothing in regards to his future, but he just had to get his ankle sort of right, so he went in for surgery, I think it was 2 days ago, and he's a little bit sore at the moment, but, I think that in the long term, he'll be fine in terms of the ankle, so, it's a shame he can't finish off the season, and he's a really important player for us, plays a number of roles in terms of, really damaging forward, but also has the ability to have an impact in the ruck, so, we hope, he recovers well and he'll be back in the pre-season.
Thank you. I haven't heard what else has been asked, so that's all good. Thank you.
No worries.
I just got one more, if that's all right. Tabs,
No worries.
100 games. It's been a long haul for you. How do you sum it up?
Yeah, it's probably very interrupted. Like I think originally it was forecast to be the Gold Coast game earlier this year, so a few disruptions, but finally to get there. From my perspective, I'm not that sentimental and stuff, but it's credit to all the hard work and stuff that's gone into me, and the resources available to me, the family commitments in my junior football. There's plenty of travel involved coming from the Alpine Valley in Victoria, so there's real burden on my mum and dad getting me to those games, so I really thank them for that. And then as soon as I got here to Freo, the coaches, support staff, they've just invested heavily in me, and I haven't always performed at the level I want to, and being there consistently in terms of availability, but I think I've still got a number of years left of good football, and really excited with the group we've got at the moment.
Could I ask just your professionalism, that's what's talked about a lot, your approach to the week, approach to training, approach to games is second to none from all reports. Has that been something you've worked on, or has that always been something that has got you this far?
I think I've always sort of worked hard. I think, there's times where I have to step back and probably work a little bit smarter, and coming in to the game, it was like my first few years, I really needed to get my body up to scratch. I was a skinny kid, and I was a pretty good runner, but that was pretty much my only asset, and really had to work from there, coming from a rookie list as well. So there was nothing given, and I really had to work to get in the team and get a spot on the list. But preparation, I think that's when I feel most confident if I've done the work. I feel a lot more comfortable out there knowing that I've gone into a game physically and mentally sort of prepared.
And last one, retro round. I've got to check your date. You're probably about 2 years of age when the Dockers started wearing the green jumper. How is the green jumper looking? It looks pretty cool now. It looks actually pretty trendy. Yeah,
it looks really well. Yeah, I think we were at maybe last year or the year before, I think, in one of the rounds, maybe 2 years ago. Burley Seacombe have done a great job on it and looks fantastic. And I think all the guys are excited to wear it. I think most of our team probably weren't born when when that was our jumper in sort of 94, 95. So, really excited.